I spend probably 20% of my entire week, every week, both talking to institutions, presenting to institutions, answering requests. They're all over this. Everybody is. Everybody, if you talk to anybody from Galaxy to Luca to any of these companies that see the onboarding, NIDIG, all they're seeing is wall to wall requests incoming, onboarding. It takes a while. People don't understand that, for institutions to go, oh, well, we're going to buy Bitcoin. Okay. How do you mark to market it? What is the open? What is the close? Which price do you take? There's no single exchange. Then how do you custody it? How do you account for it? All of this stuff takes months of work. For institutions, it's a function of what I talked about. It just takes time, right? There's a lot of people to get across the line and you need to appease a lot of people. For the corporations, it's how you account for it in gap accounting. This is the big problem, is you can only mark it down, you can't mark it up, and it has volatility in your quarterly earnings. So only people like Michael Saylor will accept it, others won't. So everyone's trying to figure out, can we get gap accounting rules changed? Or if not, is there a vehicle that will be able to allow us to do it without putting it on the balance sheet? Is a way of having it off balance sheet. So that's why the corporations are slow. They want to do it. I've spoken to many, but they're like, these accounting rules, we don't know what to do. When the rules change, it makes total sense. At that level, no, it doesn't make sense for companies because he's basically bet his whole company on this, and that's okay. But for Microsoft to do it, no. But they do manage a huge amount of cash, and it's a very good instrument for them. And we even had a paper commissioned at Real Vision about portfolio effects, and it's incredibly powerful. So they want to do it. It's just hard. Well, you can trade a cycle, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you've cheated on your girlfriend. You can trade a cycle. If you want the dirty truth, you should never own Bitcoin. The actual truth is you should own alts or stable coins, because when Bitcoin outperforms, it's generally when the markets are falling. And in which case you shouldn't own Bitcoin. You should just own stable coins. And when the markets are in a bull run, generally the alts outperform, particularly the large alts. So like Ethereum. And therefore, at that point, you should own those. And maybe you should never own Bitcoin. Now, that's the extremity of the whole thing. So my view on this is, I think the space the market cap of the space goes up 100x from here over the next 10 years. So call it from 2 trillion to 200 trillion. I mean, that's ludicrous. We've never been faced with an asset class that does that in all recorded history in a period of time like this. So the cycles are going to be important occasionally, because you don't really want to sit for 2 years not making money. You might be able to make money in other stuff. But, generally speaking, you want to keep some into it. And, some people will keep all into it. I won't. I will take some off the table and do other stuff. And I will then look for the time to get back in again when I think it's going on its next move. Now, maybe we've eliminated the cycles altogether now, and that it's smoother and it trades sideways for 2 years. That's possible too. I don't really have a view, but I won't be 100% my net worth the entire cycle. That doesn't make 100% sense to me. I think gold will always play its role, and it will go up in value over time. It just doesn't have this call option effect, which is why, Peter Schiff gets angry because Bitcoin keeps going up versus gold. Yes, because it's gold plus. It's as simple as that. Gold will do its thing. And all of the people who've trusted in gold for millennia, it will still maintain its value. So if you look at real estate versus gold, or equities versus gold, art versus gold, all of these things, they're all roughly in line where they should be. Nothing's wildly overvalued. Gold is the anchor pricing of the world. It's the stable coin of the world. So I think that continues to work. I mean, I follow a basket of gold versus 27 currencies, excluding the dollar. And all it does is it goes sideways, 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 money printing up, sideways, 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 money printing up. It's like, it perfectly does what it's supposed to do. It kind of suggests that global currencies since 2008 have been devalued by 65%.